Welcome to September's Leetcode challenge. Today's problem is orderly queue. You are given a string S and an integer k. You can choose one of the first k letters of S and append it at the end of the string. Return the lexicographically smallest string you can have after applying the mentioned step any number of moves. If we had k equals 1, that means we could only move the first letter to the end. And if we did that 2 times, we would get ACB, and that's going to be the lexicographical minimum or smallest string that we could form. Here with BAACA, we have AAABC. That's going to be the smallest lexicographical string that we can return. So at first glance, it looks like maybe we can do this straightforwardly, brute force, but this is kind of a trick question. One of the things we should notice pretty quickly is if k is greater than 1, if it's like 2, 3, or whatever, we can actually sort this string in any form that we want. Why is that? Well, if you think about it, we can flip-flop these letters any which way and just save them, moving the letter that is less all the way to the end. And we can do that like however many times that we want. If we run out of space, we can always push these back to the end again, and then just return that all the way back. So all that means is if k is greater than 1, just sort this string and return that, because that's going to be the lexicographically smallest one. So that only leaves the case where k equals 1. With k equals 1, that's different, because we can't just sort it any way which way we want. You can see in this example, we would want to sort it to ABC, but we can't do that, right? Because we can only move the first one to the end. So if that's the case, just do it brute force. We'll just check every single time we move the letter back. We can do like a splicing with the string and just check to see which one is the smallest one, return that. So I'll show you what I mean. If k is greater than 1, then we literally just return the sorted string. And we're going to have to do a string join method here because we want to return a string, not a list. Now otherwise, if k equals 1, that's going to be a little bit different. We have to do a for loop, and we'll say for I in range of length of s. Let's just try to every single splice and see what we can get. What we'll do is get the string, and we'll say starting with I, and we'll add all the way up to I like this. And one of these is going to be the minimum, right? So we can just do a list comprehension and return the minimum one out of this list here. And that should be it. So let's make sure this works. And there we go, accepted. So time complexity wise, well, it depends. If k is greater than 1, then it's going to be n log n. But if it's not, if worst case k equals 1, then this would be what? N squared, right? But it appears to be good enough because our string is not that large. So otherwise, I think that's it. All right, thanks for watching my channel. Remember, do not trust me. I know nothing.